It's me again. Today is Sunny Saturday. It is September 6th, 2025, and I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today's subject, paying. Why? Because people pay up to 8 times more for it. 8. Are you one of those people? I'm not. And the reason why I'm not is because I'm not a procrastinator when it comes to my health. Are you a procrastinator? If you are, you need to change some things. That's being pretty upfront and honest with you. Because you, and only you, is the one that can change it. Right? Because you know if pain hurt, if you have pain, you're going to pay for it. So what are you going to do? There's a lot of people that do they make all kinds of choices. Sometimes not the good ones. And the reason why I say this is because this guy in his 60s talks about having arthritis in his spine for a long time, paying for medication, and the medication is not fixing it, it's only masking it, you know? Kind of like this kind of mask. It doesn't fix the problem. So, what does he try? Ta-da! X39. That yours truly is a brand member and a distributor of. And you can see at the top of his neck, he's got the X39. And then I believe he has the AEON, the AEION patch. And that is the master inflammatory patch. Inflammation it is the cause of arthritis, basically, because what happens is that toxins build up in the joints and in the spine, and that prevents stem cells from penetrating into the location where the inflammation exists. And what happens? They're fighting against each other, like this, because the stem cells can't get into the area of that body to do its magic, to heal the body, to repair it. So, this guy, what is he doing? That guy. Yeah, that guy, what is he doing? He's taking matters into his own hands. But he has to pay for it. Because nothing is free. So, how much does it cost to prevent? Well, the X39, if you decide to become a subscriber or a brand member, you can save money. I talked about it in, I think, not yesterday's, day before episode, where you can purchase, become a higher level as opposed to a starter. Starter cost, minimum cost is $25 US to be able to gain access to the back office and to become a brand member. That's the minimum amount. You don't have to spend. You don't have to become a brand member to try the product. But then you're not. If you want to buy one package, you're paying $149 for it, US. So it does, there are advantages to going a certain route. And I am a brand member. I paid that starter price, $25 plus the cost of the patch, which was $99 US. Do I regret it? Nope. Because I realize what it does for me. I can honestly say that how it feels when I get up in the morning, that for me is the biggest benefit. And you need multiple things to reap the benefits of light therapy from that of the X39, which reflects the infrared light like a mirror back into your skin. And when you wear it here, it sends a signal up to your brain and says, come on, I need you to turn on the function of repairing cells at the mitochondrial level. And when you get that trigger for 12 hours a day, each day, you are essentially training your body to do this. You don't have to go to a studio. You don't have to go to a gym. You can do this in the comfort of your own home if you are working from home. You don't have to get any additional red lights that are expensive and that emit electromagnetic fields which are harmful to the body. It's frequency. Look it up. If you don't think I'm telling you the truth, why do you think Donald Trump in the United States signed an executive order to ban LED lights? He wants to bring back incandescence. Why? If you didn't know that, it's a real thing. So is it going to fundamentally change things in the United States? Mm-hmm. And is red light from is incandescence good for you? Yes. Because it's a red light. But you know, if you're using LED lights, guess what? Oh, I better get myself some red lights. Yeah, you should. Incandescence. Everyone else is starting to do it. But it doesn't negate the fact that you got this kind of light. Because we're looking at them and we hold these things. We put them in our pockets. Put it in airplane mode when you put it in your pocket. It's better for you. Just like putting this in your pocket. 114 degree bond angle water. That's the first time I'm drinking it today. And I do make it. This is the bottle. I started bottling it on the September 4th. 13 parts per million. Has a reduction rate of 93.26%. And that's because I have RO, reverse osmosis, that treats the water before it gets converted to 114 degree bond angle. And some people say, oh, yeah, that's a bunch of nonsense. That's snake oil. Yeah, they don't want you to know it's snake. They want you to know that it's snake oil because they don't want you to be drinking it. Why? Because it increases oxygen levels inside the body. And I talked about this yesterday. Well, here, I might as well look at. Let's talk about it again right now. So here's that report. I did 2 rounds of face cards, and you'll notice here. This is my heart rate, so I'll just zoom in here, so you can see yesterday's date, September 5th, 2025. Okay. And what I'm going to do here now is zoom into the heart rate so you can actually see it. And this is very interesting. This is an interesting observation on my part. Because yesterday I did jumping jacks, mountain climber with a push-up, and jump rope. That's my kind of Feel It Friday fitness type of test. And I calculated the total number of reps. Jumping jacks was 101. The mountain climber with a push-up, 98. And then 910 skips. That's what I did yesterday. So in the beginning stages here, my heart rate, you can see it climbs up and it drops, climbs up and it drops, climbs up and it drops, climbs up and it drops. And then it gets to the point here. This is where I have the rest. And where you see this large increase of heart rate is at the end of that first 2-minute rest. But when you compare the difference of the first round to the second round, look at my heart rate. It doesn't recover as much. And that to me is telling me that oxygen reserves inside the body from drinking the 114 degree bond angle water has been exhausted. And that was I think it finished the first round in 8 minutes. Okay, and then the second round, I don't have those same amount of moments of recovery. Is there a correlation to, when you're exercising, you're creating an oxidative state inside the body, so you're going to have there's significant differences between the first and second round. And when I think deeper about this, with the guy that did the world record holding his breath underwater just earlier this summer, he was doing some kind of oxygen treatment where he was breathing like pure oxygen to basically increase the amount of oxygen inside that of his body and his blood, specifically his blood. And then he went and he did the dive, and he set a new world record for holding his breath underneath that of the water. And he smashed it by 5 minutes, something like that. And this happened in the Adriatic Sea beside Croatia. Okay, so I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty interesting. Now, is there a connection between amount of hydrogen and oxygen in the body? Like if your blood is able to hold, your blood's first of all got to be able to absorb that oxygen into the body or into the blood. So in order for this guy to do this deep dive test or holding his breath, what else has he been doing to increase his blood quality? Well, does he know about 114 degree bond angle water? He might. I don't know. But maybe he did. Beating the record by 5 minutes? Anything possible. And it makes me think too further about professional athletes. If they know about this water, are they going to want you to know about it? If you're competing against them? Heck no. Because then they lost their advantage. What about Olympic athletes? Do Olympic athletes know about this? Do they know about the water? Maybe. It's been around. The invention to create the machine has been around for 40 years, if not longer. Well, no, it has been longer. Because John Ellis himself invented it back in the 50s for himself. Now, was it publicly available shortly after that? Yeah, I think so. How soon? I don't know. You'd have to ask John himself. He's an old school businessman, born in 1930. But he's walking around, 6'7", taller than me, and he looks like he's far younger. And he probably feels far younger too. And a lot of that has to do with just taking care of his body for the last 60 years. Does he get out in the sunshine? I sure hope he does. But if he doesn't, he might be using something like this. So, how much does it cost to fix your pain? Are you willing to pay? Do you need to pay 8 times more? No. But technically, you want to fix the problem as opposed to just fixing the pain. You don't want to put a Band-Aid on. You want to fix. So, that's why I'm saying you need multiple pieces to do that. Which brings me to my last thing. This here is a picture I took of my Facebook profile, which you can go and you can scroll through and you can find this exact post. This one. This is just a screen capture. Okay? This is my friend Josh, the Italian Stallion, and we were just fooling around that day, and I said, "Oh, I'm the Croatian sensation," you know, and he's the Italian Stallion, and we're gonna do this fitness test. And it was with this rope here. This one here, it's been through the ringer a little bit. It's even have a kink in it. Okay, this is a 9-foot rope. So on that day, I used that rope just as Josh did. And you could see at the end of the video, he's gassed, as am I. And at this time, I was actually bigger, muscular. I was heavier. Was I as lean? No, I think I was kind of fluctuating a little bit like this. But today, I'm going to do that test now, 7 years later. And the time that I set on that day with this rope, I think it was minute 45, 43, something like that. So here I thought, all right, I'm going to create a timer, my stopwatch, and I said I'm going to try to finish 250 skips with that rope in a minute and 45. And do you think I can do it? I'm older now. I should be able to match it if my health has been, if I have been reversing my age with this and with the 114 degree bonding water. So it's going to be interesting to see. But this time, I'm also going to include my heart rate. Now, turn this guy on. And then I'm going to switch to this here. It should be reading my heart rate. There we go. So you can see my heart rate on the screen. I'll show you where it is. Here, you will see heart rate underneath the big at the top. So that's where you can follow along. Okay? And then we'll debrief the heart rate after. So, without further ado, let's try it. I got the water in the stomach. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to feel it bounce either. Okay. Oops, here. Turn on the timer so I can hear it. 5, 3, 2, 1. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Wow. Whew, I smashed that. Smashed it. Whew. Wow. 250 skips. So, when this heart rate comes back down, again, that was this one with this rope. Combining the two, and you can see how my pace today, unbroken at that. I'll have to rewatch the video to see how long it actually took me to get to the 250. And that will be the new benchmark going forward. So, my challenge is to you. Can you beat me? Can you match my pace? My conditioning? And if you're older than me, wow, that's impressive. But if you're younger than me, you have a lot of work to do if you can't match it. Because age is not just a number, but it's also how you take care of yourself day in and day out, which is so important. And I just find it very frustrating that many of us, you know. Alright, so here I'll stop this timer. Let's look. Workout completed. Save. Wow. That's where my heart rate went? 98? Wow. For the 250 skips. I could feel it in my forearms, actually. Quite a bit, because the rope is a little bit different weight, so of course, you know, it's going to feel different. But, pretty interesting result. And now I'm going to continue with a 10-minute hit. And now that I've recovered, we're going to see how my body's going to react. This time, got this guy. So, this rope I'll save for next fitness test. I'm going to use the light rope today. I'm going to see if I can get my heart rate above 200. Let's go. This one here, it's a little bit shorter. I can feel it. Comes around pretty fast. So, in this session here, I'm going to try to hold my breath. So I only took 4 breaths for that 30-second period. All right. I think I took 5 breaths for that green. I don't know where my heart rate is because I can't see the number on the screen. It's too small. I only took 3 breaths for that last one. So it seems to be about the longest. I'm going to try for 2. This next one. Two, 1. I couldn't get it. I had to take the 3rd breath. I don't know what's happening with my heart rate. I can't feel it. All right. I have to take 3. It seems about the maximum amount of time. My body's calling for the oxygen. Oh, really? seems about the average. Every 10 seconds I need to take a breath. All right. Three breaths for the 30 seconds. I don't know what's happening with my heart rate. Yeah, 3 breaths. That's all I can muster. I can't go longer than that, or without any less, for the 30 seconds. All right. I don't know where my heart rate is, but that's 2 minutes. So it seemed like for every 30-second round, I could only minimize to taking 3 breaths. And each breath started at the end or the beginning of each 30-second read. And then for the reds, I was talking a little bit throughout, breathing a little bit more frequently. So it'll be interesting to see how my heart rate responded to the increase in oxygen through breathing. And obviously, when the body is calling for the oxygen, it's going to have an effect on how your heart rate's going to respond to deliver that oxygen to those parts of the body that are calling for it, being my toes, my balls of my feet, and my fingers. So those are they are the farthest away, essentially, from the heart. And it's going to be interesting to see this debrief now. We're getting close to 2 minutes. My heart rate has essentially recovered. 100 is normal. Okay, so now let's go back here. Let's have a look. So again, today's date, September 6th, 2025. Let's zoom in here, let's see. So it's around 120. I was excited, you know, when I was getting ready. Heart rate dropped down to 100 at the beginning of the session. So here we can see where, oh yeah, okay, the first warm up and then holding the breath, and then it recovers right here. And you know, if I were to draw on this here, now that I'm getting used, so here, oh, do this guy, white. So here, that is the first area where my heart rate, or the second red, I guess. And then it peaks up again. And then it really starts to climb here. So that's probably around the, I don't know, maybe the 3 or 4 minute mark. And here you can see, this part right here, climbs up. Now I'm holding my breath for taking 3 breaths during 30 seconds. And then here again, I'm holding my breath. My heart rate is increasing. Recovers here. And then back up again, here. And back to yo-yoing again. So, as I get to the latter part, my oxygen levels inside my blood, you can see progressively start to decrease because my heart rate's increasing when you look at it from this point here. Oops, no, just undo that. So, you know, you have an incline in the heart rate over time. Yeah. And then at the end, you can still see here, you know, there is an increase, and then there's a recovery, and then an increase again, and a recovery. So, when your blood quality is good, then it's going to reflect in your performance. But again, there's going to be multiple pieces to make that happen. So clean up your water, make sure you're drinking the most absorbable, get your light, because fall is right around the corner and the days are getting shorter. Make sure you get your free sunlight, because when it's gone, when winter's here, you're not going to get it. So consider this as an option to help with your recovery. I think it's more convenient. It's fairly priced, and if you decide to join under the umbrella of Unlock Your Bioenergy, if you have 3 friends a month that buy this. Yours is technically free. So, can you reap the benefits on a month-to-month basis? You be the judge of that. And if you can think you can make it happen, then let's chat. Because, like I said earlier, only you have the power in your hands to do what's right for you. And if this can work for you in the convenience of your own home, hey, join my team. And let me help you. Join the exercises. I try to make it as general as possible for everyone, so that way you can strengthen your body. And I think about, functional as well, functional strength and whatnot. You don't need to have a lot of equipment. If you got a skipping rope, get a beaded one. You can jump on the concrete like I am. I jump on the concrete every day, 6 days a week. And I don't feel any problems with it. Make sure you get your salts, your minerals that your body needs. And you can still keep muscle. I'm thinking there's something to this. Is it the water? I can do straight curls with 40. I did it yesterday. So, here you see the yellow. The yellow. Right there. Okay. Look what it says here. Yellow says 40. And it's closed. I've got the weights inside. Strict curl. Back against the wall. Yes, I can do it. And how is that possible? With one meal a day and only maybe like, I don't know, 25 grams of protein? How is that possible? Is that military strength? I don't know. Yesterday's workout was kind of military based. If you're in the military, you know it's good. So, anyhow, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm taking a day off. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Number 59. And today is day number 145 with recycled or reused patches. Because I'm a frugal person. I can't afford it. So I have to find ways. And do I still think I'm feeling the signal? Yeah. Because it's based on how I feel when I wake up in the morning. So, thumbs up to you. Show a thumbs up for me. Share the video. Help me out, please. That's all I ask. If you like what I'm doing. Bye for now.